All right, Jeff Grubb, Games Beat, review, Control Freak, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, Jugger-Nog, little thumbstick thingies. Got a PlayStation 4 version here. Also have, they're actually on my DualShock 4 right now as well. But for this video, I'm going to show off the Xbox Ones, in use. But I'll talk about both because the differences, there are no differences. You're going to get the same thing whether you're playing with a DualShock 4 or an Xbox One. So I want to start by explaining my general feelings about KontrolFreeks little thumb nub add-ons. When I see them in the store, I typically I feel lukewarm about them. That's because they a lot of times I don't think they look very good. I got the rubber on my DualShock 4 was rubbing off a while ago, a few months ago, so I bought a pair of KontrolFreeks little ones that you add on, and it's purple with ridges on it, and I like purple, but this is like an ugly purple, and it just doesn't. It looks ugly, and I hate it. It actually makes my DualShock 4 look gross. But I mean, it's better than the rubber rubbing off. So I was happy to replace it with the Jugger-Nog versions, because despite my feelings that a lot of KontrolFreeks add-ons don't look that great, these ones do, I think. Especially if you have any sort of affinity for these Jugger-Nog things from the Zombies mode in the new Call of Duty. And I think what I like is, kind of jumping right into my feelings in the review, is it really kind of does make it look like there's a bottle cap on your thumbstick. You can see the ridges here, and it's, these are based on, let me pull up my sleeves. They're based on the Jugger-Nog soda drink from the game. And the bottle caps, you just it's just like you popped them right on here, and they got little bottles there. And I actually think that looks kind of neat. Now, the color scheme doesn't match, and it kind of, so they stick out. But I think in this case, you want that. You want these things to stick out because you're kind of making your controller pop in a unique, fashionable way kind of thing. And to kind of get that sensation when you're looking at the controller sitting across the room, it's like, is that a bottle? What is happening there? That's neat. I like that. As for that, so beyond how they look, though, let's talk about how they feel, which is kind of, I think, the other half of this quick review. I like using these thumb add-ons, specifically the Jugger-Nog ones, and it's because I think the material is very comfortable. When you put your thumb on it, you get the sensation that you're kind of not pushing around much. It feels very like light material, not in terms of weight, but light in terms of the friction that it puts on your thumb, like unwanted friction. So I think long-term play sessions are not going to cause a lot of calluses or discomfort, which is important. And I think it's one of the reasons you would want one of these things, especially if you're someone who's playing for hours a day. Now, at the same time, while I like the way that they feel in terms of comfort, I think you lose a little bit something in the grip with these ones. Again, they're very smooth, and the etching of the words, which you kind of can't really see, yeah, there you go. The etching doesn't really make up for the smooth material, and I'm just binging everything now. So when I move my thumb around, I just get the slight feeling like my thumb is going to lose control. Now, it didn't really happen that much, and I didn't notice a difference in terms of my kill-death ratio or anything, but it was in my head. I was thinking my thumb doesn't feel like it's quite got that full grip. So I think it's a balance. Clearly, some people are going to value comfort. I think if you're playing for a long session, especially if you're not playing something competitive, but you want the higher sticks or whatever, I think this is a really good option. Now, and I think at the same time, some people are going to say, Jeff, you're crazy. I don't feel any slippage. This is the way I want my thumb to feel. And for you, try these out. If you see them, they have the little holes in the packaging so you can see how it feels against your thumb. That's important. And if you like that, I think there's nothing really wrong with these in terms of, inexpensive add-ons for your controller. Of course, this is unfair. But if you compare it to an Xbox One Elite controller, you're going to get a much better experience there, I think, in general. But that's just because everything is so much better on that controller. But here, for the price, and if you have, like I said, if you like the way these things look, you kind of can't beat them. They're nice. I'm going to keep them on my DualShock 4 specifically because of the peeling rubber issue. I'll probably keep them on this Xbox One controller as well. But for most things, I'll be using the Elite. That makes sense. I guess I don't even know why I'm saying that. You would do the same. But if you're in the market for just a really quick way to make your controller stand out, to get a little bit more precision to a taller stick, thanks to a taller stick, and you like the way these things look, thumbs up. I recommend them. So I think, and again, you know, those are the 3 points that they claim that they improve accuracy, enhance grip, increase comfort. It says it right on the back of the box. I think it nails all those with the exception of the grip a little bit for me. But I'm not confident enough to say that I'm not confident enough in my criticism and my experience in saying that that's going to be your experience as well. So I would suggest, if you are listening to this and you're like, I do like the way they look, I'm worried about the slippage, try to get your thumbs on one before you go ahead with the purchase. And I think that does it. I think I'm going to have a few more controller reviews coming up. Maybe some classic sort of controller reviews. I purchased 3 old Nintendo controllers with USB cords so you can play emulated games, old retro games on your computer and stuff, and use the real controller. I'm not very happy with them. I think I probably should have spent a little bit more money. But I think I'm going to do reviews about those because I think people will want to hear about that. So those are coming up. I have some more stuff coming up. Going to be playing, I think, Firewatch. Going to be playing Layers of Fear, I guess is the game. I want to try that out. All that stuff's coming. The new following DLC for Dying Light. That's all in the works. I travel to Amsterdam next week, so maybe the video feed's going to be a little bit dead. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do something from Amsterdam. I guess until then, though, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. GamesBeat, Jeff Grubb. Like, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. I understand that my concerns about these kinds of things aren't always your concerns, but I'll try to answer them if I can. So thanks for watching. Take it easy.